Hello, welcome back for another World of Warship Blitz video, this time the Japanese Tier 5 destroyer, the Minekaze. In this video we're going to be going through flanking manoeuvres on the Golden Channel map. So the first thing to do in any destroyer on this map is to capture the target area. So even if you want to outflank, get into the target area and capture it, because you're not doing your teams any favour if they have to try and capture it off the competition. So here I am, I've used one of the engine boosts to get into the map, have a look and see what my competition is, and grab that capture that target area. Not quite there, there's an enemy slipped inside, and the first time one of our cruisers gets in we should be okay. What I'm doing here is heading round to the left to go up the left flank. Now I could have gone round the outside of the island and probably ended up in the same position. Now if I'd been unlucky there would have been a cruiser coming the other direction and I'd have had to turn away. However, if I'd avoided the cap and gone round the island, having a cruiser here would have been exactly the same issue. Right, I've fired at that Königsberg and yeah, unfortunately haven't been particularly careful with where my torpedoes have been going. I fire another torpedo because they reload really quick in this Minekaze. Just yeah, give them something to think about. Oh, there's a torpedo track just heading off to the right there. Right, now let's start working away at the battleships. So what I'm going to do here is, now if there was a carrier back here, I probably wouldn't do this because I'd have been bombed to bits. And I could have tried to deal with the carrier, but chasing a carrier around in a destroyer is if the carrier knows what they're doing, is a long, slow business. Right, this battleship knows what he's doing. So he has got a good turn on. He's running along the back of this cap circle. Looks like just outside it though, but he's manoeuvring, and that means that when I'm firing at him, yeah, I might as well just fire him at random like that shot was. Our Congo, who was trying to do his own flanking manoeuvre out the other side, has been destroyed. Probably the only benefit to us is the fact that the enemy has two battleships out in the middle of nowhere, and they're going to take a long time to come back into that capture zone. Here I am, I'm trying to get that Königsberg, or König, sorry, not the Königsberg, the König, and I accidentally hit the Farragut. That was a bit of luck. So the reason that I'm still out this side is that it forces them, if they want to deal with me, they have to come outside the cap. It's actually quite hard to hold the cap in a destroyer, but it's easy to entice the opponents outside the cap. So here I am, I'm going to try and get some torpedoes into them. I probably should have fired before, because now I have a bit of a problem. Fortunately the game doesn't allow for collisions, which is good. All those guns are facing out the wrong side, and I give them some torpedoes, see if we can knock them down. He's starting to fire his secondaries. There goes his main guns, but they're over penetrations. I give him another torpedo and I try and more main guns. So they are doing damage despite the fact that they are over penetrations, and he's still not down. Right, so next is I just try and weave backwards and forwards. Someone else has got him, that's great. And now this Farragut. So all I'm doing with this Farragut is enticing him away from the cap. So we'll fire a torpedo to let him know that we're interested in him. But as low as his health is, this Minekaze, the guns are very slow firing and the turrets rotate very slowly. He avoids that and he's heading back towards the circle. But with only a minute to go and we're 400 to 200, or now higher than that, he really is out of the game. and he heads back towards our other destroyer who's there, and well, his health was pretty low, so the other destroyer was obviously better off. And that is how you can outflank on this map without upsetting your entire team. One thing I can't stress enough with this map is there's only one cap circle, and you do earn points at a good rate, so get in there, because it is a really hard and difficult proposition to assault a cap circle and try and capture it off an opponent in a destroyer. So if you get locked out of it, it can be very difficult for the team that is locked out. So that better not be you. I hope this was educational. The final 12 seconds of the match. There's nothing for this Minekaze to do except basically drive around and look busy. This Arizona is doing exactly the right thing, not dying, staying in the middle of the cap circle and locking in those points for the win. And let's have a look at the score. So we only got 11 torpedo hits, an accidental hit against the Farragut, and a series of hits against that Koenig, and one capture point. So not bad score for a relatively low number of hits. And comparing to the competition, the Bayern obviously carried that match for us, did a fantastic job. Props to that guy. Thanks for watching. See you next time.